Hello everybody. In today's video I'm going to talk to you all about why do people stack gold and silver. It's been my experience in almost 10 years in the precious metal industry as a dealer that people are buying really for four main reasons. And we're going to talk about all four of those reasons in today's video, so stick around. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me. As mentioned in the intro, I'm going to talk to you today about why people stack gold and silver. I get customers into my coin shop 6 days a week, and over my years, I've been able to kind of in my mind know what people are going to buy even before they tell me what they want, just based on the kind of questions they ask. So because of that, I feel like I can group precious metal buyers into four different categories, and I'm going to talk about those with you today. The first category, as I get a new tray down in front of me here, is what I would consider the speculative stacker. Now, a speculative stacker buys precious metals with the goal of flipping them for a profit. And usually their investment horizon is quite short. So they're looking to flip stuff for a profit quickly. Usually what they're going to be buying is gold and silver bullion, physical, but also paper. Paper, gold and silver, which I don't recommend, but hey, to each their own. They also look at buying collector coins, as I have a few in front of me here. Like a particular coin like this, you know, pre-COVID, this may have been valued at 115, 120 bucks. Well, now same coin, silver's at about the same price that it was pre-COVID, and now it retails for 190. So that would have been a good coin to buy. You could have almost made 50 or almost 100% on your money. Same with a coin like this. Carson City's collectability values, I should say collector values, went up a lot during the COVID shutdown. Typical common date Carson City went up in value almost 100%. So in that short 2 to 3 year time, had you invested in, you know, mint state Carson City silver dollars, you could have really done well with your money. Same could be said about Proof American Silver Eagles. There was a time a little over a year ago where Proof American Silver Eagles were selling on the wholesale market. This is the wholesale market at $850 over spot per ounce. So if you had a 1 ounce Proof American Eagle, there was a dealer out there that was going to pay you $850 over gold price for it. That's wild. Same thing with half ounce, quarter ounce, 10th ounce. Of course, it's $850 per ounce they were going to pay. But that went on for many, many months. So that would have been a good investment to do pre-COVID as well. But that's what speculative stackers buy. They're also looking at buying, you know, collector coins or semi-numi bullion like this, an MS-70 Proof Silver Eagle, where the value of the gold will go up, but also the MS-70 collector value will go up additionally. So, and they're also looking at buying bullion. Like I said, they'll buy gold and silver both. Here's some privately minted both gold and silver. But they're really just looking for it to shoot up quickly and then flip it for quick profits. And there were definitely opportunities to do that. And here's a 10 ounce bar. Another thing typical that speculative stackers will tend to buy. Now, would they convert their metal to fiat currency at any point? Absolutely yes, because that's their whole goal all along, is to flip it for a profit and turn it into fiat and use that fiat for something else. So this is a very good example of what speculative stackers purchase in my store. I do have another tray here for the next stacker I'll talk about. This is probably the third most popular. That's the collector stacker. Now everything you see in front of you, I realize at the moment, is silver coins. I didn't grab any gold collector coins. In hindsight, I maybe should have. But anyway, this is what I have, so we'll go with it. The collector stacker buys for rarity, beauty, collectability, and ultimately satisfaction. They're going to buy what they like to buy. You know, a coin like this, it's a beautiful mint state Standing Liberty quarter from 1927, almost 100 years old. Mint state 64, it's $350 retail. The amount of silver in this coin is about $4.50 today. So $4.50 of silver for 350 bucks. That's what we're talking about. That's a collector stacker. They're willing to pay premiums for gold and silver collector coins because of the collector value and the rarity. And I always tell people who are collectors, buy what you like. I mean, truly it's a beauty contest. Here's another nice Standing Liberty quarter with full head designation. That one's $350. Here's a full bands MS66 1943D Mercury dime, 55 bucks, pretty cheap for something like that. And then of course, I'm sure you've all seen this before, it's the 2-coin 2012 American Silver Eagle proof set with proof and reverse proof. And this was featured on a video as well. And for those of you who are wondering, it's 130 bucks, but this is the Mercury spherical coin. Once again, 1 ounce of silver, but it's $130. So these are the type of things that someone that truly is a collector stacker would buy. They're not afraid to purchase coins made of precious metal, but they're not too worried about the price they're paying per ounce either. Because as I said, with the quarter, this dime has about $1.85 worth of silver in it today. Costs 55 bucks. So that's a huge, huge premium you're paying for the silver, but of course they're buying it because it's a collectible. And would they, in their mind, ever convert their collector coins into fiat currency? Maybe. I would say typically the collector stacker's not opposed to it, but ultimately that's not their goal. I think at the end of the day, at some point, these coins always get converted back into fiat. The original collector may pass them down to family or friends who may or may not have an interest. And a lot of times they'll end up coming into coin shops like mine, where people inherit things and the process starts over again. Now we got to find a new home for these cool collectible coins. So, but yeah, the tendency to want to convert it to fiat is a maybe in regards to collector stackers, because I have certain collectible stuff where I won't ever sell it. What's going to happen to it after I'm gone? I guess my 3 kids will have to battle over it. But collector stackers, that's number 3. And then number 2, the number 2 most common stacker that I see in my shop, got another tray here, is the holder stacker. So what's a holder stacker? Well, that's somebody who buys to build generational wealth and financial security. I know people that have been buying silver for 40 years, 50 years. They've never, ever sold a single ounce. That's a holder stacker. They never plan to convert their precious metal to fiat currency. They're buying it to pass on to the next generation as generational wealth and financial security. But what do holder stackers buy? Well, you're looking at it. Typically it's big bars. Here's a 100-ounce Johnson Matthey that actually just came in the shop today. I can't even get it in camera. We'll flip it like this. It's a 100-ounce Johnson Matthey bar, really nice piece. Here's a kilo bar from Pioneer Metals. These are very nice quality bar. And they're also going to look at buying sovereigns. Sovereign silver coins and gold are easily recognizable worldwide and globally. They're always going to carry a premium versus a privately minted silver round. And you notice on this tray here, I didn't put any silver rounds, but I think holder stackers would buy silver rounds as well. Typically a holder stacker is looking for lower premium silver or gold. In addition, mixing in some sovereign coins for recognizability. So you see we got some Canadian maple leafs here. I have some American silver eagles scattered in there. And then as far as gold, got some 1/4 ounce Krugerrand, 1/4 ounce maple leafs are very common, 1 ounce pieces as well. And then here's a 1/10 ounce eagle. And even a tiny piece like this, which is a 1/4 gram. Although that's not a low premium, it's just something that I tend to see in those groups of buyers looking to fill out orders, because let's say they have a budget of $8,000 and their total for what we invoice comes out to $7,950. Well, their first question, well, I want to spend $8,000. What can I get for 50 bucks? So now we're looking for other gold and silver that can fill out that order, and these fractional gram pieces of gold are good pieces to help fill if it's gold they want to use to fill out the order. So, but that was number 2, the holder stacker. Now the number 1, got to set this down here. It's a little heavy, it had the 100-ounce bar on it, sorry. But the number one type of stacker that I see coming in my shop, by far, if you haven't already guessed it based on the tray, it's the prepper stacker. Now, I'm arguably all four types personally. I'm a speculative stacker because there's things I buy thinking, wow, this could be worth some good money in the short term, and maybe I'll flip it into something else. I'm also a collector stacker because I love rare coins. I love the beauty and the history of collector coins. I'm also a holder stacker because I do plan on passing all of my precious metals on to my next generation, which are my children. And I'm a prepper stacker as well for, as they call it, the SHTF scenario, when the shit hits the fan. You want to have this type of stuff. So what prepper stackers buy typically are the lowest premium silver, which, you know, I got cull silver dollars here. Once again, I didn't include silver rounds, but I would put that in the prepper stacker genre as well. And also looking at fractional, like junk silver. Silver dimes have been so hot lately in my shop. Silver quarters, silver half dollars. I actually said in another video I had to order a bag of, actually a half bag, 500 face of silver dimes because I ran out. I had never ran out of silver dimes ever in my almost 10 years of doing this, but junk silver, despite the high premiums at the moment, was so popular, especially dimes. I ran out and I didn't have enough people coming back in selling me dimes, so I had to go out in the wholesale market to source some. So that tells me that the prepper type stacker that's looking for low premium stuff and fractional stuff. Now, why buy fractional silver? Well, the most obvious reason is you're preparing for chaos, as I said, you know, such as an economic collapse, bank runs, potential war, or market crash. But the prepper stacker never in their mind has any intention on converting their precious metals back into fiat currency. They're buying this because this is real money, and their intention with this is to barter. That's why they're buying dimes, quarters, you know, gallon of gas, loaf of bread. You know, this might be a pound of hamburger. That's kind of their thought, that the time might come where they need to actually barter with their real money. So they're buying fractional coinage in order to do that. But yeah, bartering is the biggest reason of the prepper stacker. And you know, not just the prepper stacker not only stacks precious metal, but just talking with other people, and I'm similar in this fashion. I also stockpile non-perishable food, water, medicine, fuel, guns and ammo, even things you wouldn't think of like butane lighters or blankets. I mean, granted, nobody wants this SHTF scenario to happen, but it could, and that's what the prepper stackers are preparing for. So, and they're also buying some bigger size bars too because of the low premiums, because now with this, wow, you know, now I can buy a used car, or I could buy a boat, or you know, something big. But yeah, that's what I see. And sovereigns aren't out of the question either, because for the recognizability factor, sovereign coins are nice. And especially in my area, if you don't know, I'm in North Dakota. Canada's not too far away. It's literally like an hour and a half to the north. So we see a lot of Canadian traffic. So recognizability for the area, Canadian gold and silver both are very popular in my part of the world. But that's what preppers are buying. And most preppers are proud and will admit that they're a prepper, and I think that's great. There's no shame in preparing for what could happen. Granted, none of us want, you know, chaos, because that's not good for anybody. But damn it, if it does happen, we're going to be prepared, because we are prepping, not just with our precious metal, as I said, but with food, water, medicine, fuel, guns, ammo. I said blankets, butane lighters. I mean, there's so many different, you know, you could argue vegetable seeds. You know, you better have the ability to grow food if the SHTF scenario does happen, because manufacturing plants that are producing the food, they're not going to be open. Grocery stores are going to run out of food. I'm not saying this will happen, I'm saying it can. And that's what us preppers are looking out for. But yeah, those are the top 4 type of stackers that I see in my business. We have the speculative stacker, who just buys precious metal with the goal of flipping it for a quick profit. We have the collector stacker that truly buys it for the rarity and beauty of the coins and gold and silver. We have the holder stacker that's buying it to just build generational wealth and pass on that financial security to their heirs. And lastly, the prepper stacker, which is trying to buy it typically at the lowest premium, hence the bigger bars, and fractionally to prepare for chaos, as I said, such as economic collapse, bank runs, war, stock market crash, because we want to have the ability to barter. We're not hoping that we get the chance to, we just want to be prepared if we need to. Because some of the best advice, and it's so common or so simple if you think about it, that I've ever heard somebody give someone else is it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So for what it's worth, if you're on the fence about owning precious metals, there's 4 groups of what I would consider stackers who all have different goals, but quite frankly, it's one community. And the silver stacking community, as I've found since I joined YouTube in February, is an incredible group of people. I've had so many nice conversations with people from all over the country that have called my shop on the phone and to speak to me, just to tell me how much they enjoyed a particular video, or, oh hey, I saw this item in your coin shop tour, how much is it? And I really enjoy talking to you all. Like I said, we truly do have the best community out there. I hope we all continue to grow and to educate, because there's a lot of people that we love and care about in our lives that do not own any precious metals, mine included. Some of my closest friends don't own precious metal, which, you know, that's obviously their own decision, and they know where they can go if they decide they want to buy some. But you know, we really need to help educate others. And as one of my good customers and friends always says, Josh, you can't save everyone, but we have to do what we can to let everybody know how important it is to invest in metals. So take that for what it's worth, everyone. Thanks for sticking with me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Before I go, I'll flip back to the original tray that's been covered up almost the whole time, because I do have some cool pieces. I really love these 3-ounce Bakken bullion pieces. I have several of these. They also make an awesome 1-ounce and an awesome 2-ounce piece. See, I have a lot of 10th-ounce gold eagles smattered around on this tray. 10th-ounce gold has been very, very hot. Although premiums are a little high on it right now, it's an affordable entry-level gold for a lot of people. These today, actually I haven't calculated the price of one today, but it's probably around $250. So, and then junk silver, got some nice Morgan silver dollars. Here's a beautiful 1921 with almost like a frosty finish. It's still incredible to me how cheap these are. I'm retailing this for $52. And this is a beautiful frosty finished mint state Morgan silver dollar. But it's a 1921, and that's the most common year. If you didn't already know, they made 88 million that year. But stackers are buying these too because they're silver. There's a 0.77 ounces of silver in a Morgan silver dollar. So, but yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. If you can, please share this video. Tell your friends about precious metals and how important it is that they have some, just in case SHTF, because you never know, it could happen. And it's always best to have some and not need it than need it and not have it. But thank you all. You all are great. Have a wonderful day.